1049 The X, that'd be Smashing Pumpkins in 1979. It's the John Williams Show. How you doing? 582-1049 and online, New Rock, 1049x.com. Show brought to you by Backyard Burgers. It's better in our backyard. 2 locations in Rogers next to the Walmart on Pleasant Grove exit and in Fayetteville across from World Gym on College, of course. So a lot of people teeth gnashing about the fact that the Razorbacks beat the number 9 team in America and then went down in the polls, which makes zilch sense. And as always, and we're going to make this a Monday tradition now on the show, the lovely and talented Alex Sorrell, who you guys need to go check out on Facebook and online at her blog about sports, because there's I'd say a 90 to 95% chance she knows more about sports than you do, guys. It's called State of Sorrell. It's Sorrell. Is the blog you're looking for. And in the studio this morning is Alex. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm fired up. Razorbacks won. The Broncos won. It was a great weekend.
I know.
And then I'm sitting there last night. I'm watching ESPN special on the BCS. I'm thinking maybe we'll hop OU. They beat an unranked team. Maybe we'll this, we'll that. And then all of a sudden we go down.
I know. What's up with that?
What is up with that?
Well, I think the computers had us at 6. It was the voters that took us down to 8. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense that, Oregon beats an unranked team and
Oklahoma beat an unranked team.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma they beat the same team we beat. But I mean, I don't understand it. And I was sitting literally thinking, okay, worst will be 7th. We'll stay where we were. 7th is good. We may jump to 6th because Oklahoma beat an unranked team. Oregon beat an unranked Washington team. I think we're looking at 6th. And then they say, and then at number 8 is Arkansas. I go, you gotta be friggin' kidding me. What? And so now we look at it, and of course I went on Facebook last night and had a fit about it. And I don't know if you're of the like mind, where here we are, we're in early November. Does it even matter?
I don't think it does. And, did you hear the BCS guy talking? And he said that, what happens if there is a 3-way tie in the SEC? And so they showed this guy, and he goes, are you really talking hypothetical? And I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah. Well, I think he said something to the degree of, well, this is the same team that struggled with Ole Miss and Vanderbilt, and I don't think we can see them beating LSU. I'm like, we beat LSU almost every year, dummy.
Yeah. I was going to see, have you watched our games?
Yeah. Well, and not only that, but LSU, and how much of the LSU-Alabama game did you get to watch?
I actually watched the entire first half. It was streaming live on somebody next to me.
Nice.
Phone, and then I watched the entire fourth quarter.
So you're just kind of looking over about every 5 seconds and
exactly.
watching no offense.
Yeah.
How
boring.
Well, yeah, no, how boring. But and I know I'm complete Razorback fan, biased as hell. But with Tank Wright coming back for that game, Beckett playing out of his mind, Flowers coming on like crazy. Our defense, while no one's going to confuse it with Alabama or LSU, I think is more than adequate to hang with LSU. And then offensively, we're the best thing they've seen all year by a mile. I'm not trying to say we're going to absolutely positively win, but they can beat LSU.
Yeah, I don't. Our receivers are going to have to learn how to catch the ball. That's for sure.
Gosh.
We should have been up by at least 14 more points on Saturday.
I think Petrino said, he said, I think the quote was, there's no reason we couldn't have scored 60 points.
Exactly.
Which is a startling thought if you think about it, because we got the ball a couple times right on their goal line, and they easily could have done. We're talking with Alex Sorrell of State of Sorrell, and the blog, of course, is going to be all about it. Razorbacks, BCS, things like that. Now, speaking of not just Razorbacks, but we get into the other things that happened over the weekend in college football, and I want to bring it back to Alabama and LSU, because those are the teams that are ahead of Arkansas. And what happens if... And I don't want to get to doomsday here, but let's say Arkansas wins out, and they end up ahead of LSU, but only a little bit ahead of Alabama. I think they lose the tiebreak with Alabama, don't they? Because they lost to them.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. I don't think we have... LSU's played a tough schedule, and they've played it away, so I think that their numbers are going to be ahead of ours.
Especially in the computers.
Yeah. So, and we, got creamed by Bama, so I don't know if we're going to be able to jump ahead, but I'd like to see it,
So there's a possibility that we may win out, go 11-1, and get shut out of the BCS entirely.
It sucks.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. I can't do it.
Welcome to the SEC.
Yeah. So when you were at the game, what percentage of you, what part of you were thinking that we might see the black unis?
A good 85%.
Me
Somebody
too.
told me that they were going to go warm up, go back and change into the new ones, but
Would you have liked that?
oh yeah.
See, I would have dug it.
Yeah.
I was all waiting for it, and there's still that possibility they may do it for LSU.
I hope so. I hope they come up with something.
Well, because LSU wears white. So they can wear a variation and be black or something like that. So next week they got Tennessee. I don't even know what the line is. I'm sure it's going to be, it could be as much as 20 points. They're going to be favored over Tennessee. Do you see in any way, shape, or form the Hogs losing either of the next two games?
I don't. We have home games, and we tend to perform well on the home games.
Yeah, we do.
So
way better.
I do see a 20-point lead, at least on Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Mississippi State. Mississippi State likes to show up for Arkansas, though.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
They suck until they play us. Also, I don't know if you heard I'm sure you heard the rumors and scuttlebutt and all that stuff, but allegedly Houston may be cleaning out his desk today.
That's what I heard.
Have you heard about that?
Uh-huh.
Your thoughts? I mean, do you think that's warranted? Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, they are 0 for the last 12 SEC games. That's bad.
I do think it's a good idea. I don't know who they're going to bring in next. Maybe Gus Malzahn? I don't know.
You know
So
they're
we'll
going to
see.
try and get Gus, right?
Yeah.
They're going to try and get Gus. And then Houston will probably end up at Memphis.
That's the ultimate revenge for Gus right there.
You talk about Rasputin. That's getting over hardcore. Guys, you got to go check it out online. It's a great read for you. Put it in your favorites, and right there, it's State of Sorrell. What's the exact address that people can go find it, by the way?
So if you go to Facebook and then / State of Sorrell, so that's my
So just
page.
one word, State of Sorrell. It's SORRELL. Facebook.com / State of Sorrell. You can find it. It's a great read. It's really entertaining. Great stuff in there about not just Razorbacks, mostly Razorbacks, but a lot of other great things in football and basketball and stuff like that. So State of Sorrell on Facebook.com, and you can read that every single day. You want to go on there and see what she's updated. How often do you update the blog?
I update the blog at least once a week, but then we'll have a steady conversation going on Facebook,
Right.
try and get some opinions and see, what I should write about next.
Absolutely. Go on there and check it out, guys. Facebook.com / State of Sorrell. Alex, thank you for coming. I know how busy you are. You got like 9 jobs. You work 90 hours a week. You're the busiest lady I know. So thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Alex Sorrell of State of Sorrell, the John Williams Show. This is 104.9 The X.